So as you can see, guys, it's been an amazing week so far. Seeing the death of Osama bin Laden, and then moving into the things we have, it's, there's good things, but there's some really crazy things that have been on the horizon recently, and a lot of people have been talking about it. There's kind of this thing going around of there have been some people out there that have had some issues. We don't know the deal with it. There's been rumors of rabies and other things that, everybody wants to make up a story when things happen, and it could be anything. Right now, the CDC says there's nothing to worry about, that they don't see any outbreaks. It can be something, maybe it's in the food. A lot of guys were talking about this, like the mad cow disease, that something was in the food that we were eating, and it must have gotten in the system, and there were some people out there that were having some adverse effects from it. Look, if you're having some problems, you're not feeling yourself, obviously go to the doctor. It's something you want to pay attention to. You don't want to just come out and cover this stuff up. I know we live in a really busy world. It happens to everybody, but take that time to make sure that your health is 100%. So, but one thing, and I know you guys out there, all the preppers, we're getting together and really saying, like, there's something up. There's conspiracy. Anytime you have any of this stuff, the conspiracy guys come out of the woodwork. They always have to say something. And, I'm the kind of guy, too, that I like, I'm into the weapons things. I'm into those kind of things. You like having something. Nothing wrong with having a generator or some kind of thing that, you get prepared for things. So everybody's looking for that, end of the world scenario because they know they're ready for it. But that's the thing is we haven't really seen that. But something weird came out and was leaked by the government. It was something that was made, it looks like it was made around April 30th, and it is an actual program from the government that is made. It's called Plan 8888, and its literal title is the Counter Zombie Dominance Plan. So this is a plan that the government has made to basically counter, I'm guessing something like a zombie apocalypse. Now, that's just crazy to me. I mean, we're in the middle of something right now that's coming out there. They have said that this was basically for, I'm going to say entertainment purposes, but if you read the plan is really specific, and it's made in a way that targets other areas. And the thing that's crazy about this, that I really looked into it, and did some research with it, because it says different things. It doesn't just lead to one type of zombie. It goes into things like, plant zombies and that kind of thing. Everybody loves the Plants vs. Zombies game, so that's a big deal. But that was the thing is they had this Plants vs. Zombies thing. There are things they listed like that, and there were kind of humorous space zombies and some of this other stuff. So some of the stuff was rather, it wasn't legitimate. But the things that I read about this really looked into some of the things that we're going through now, and they're really, really, the word spooky came to mind. It was the first time I've ever really wanted to listen to a conspiracy theorist and say, I'm thinking maybe we're on to something, but that's the thing is it's just impossible at this time. Like I said, nobody out there has any information that is accurate that would direct us to believe that there's any sort of universal event, or something that happened that could cause any big problems. But the thing that I really didn't like about it, which I think that is important to anybody out there that would read this, like I said, look it up, Plan 8888. It's an amazing little read there if you want to be, look into something that's really, how things would be prepared. One thing that I worried about with it is that it made a clear and concise thing that martial law would be the intentions if a big event like that were to happen. And I think that's something that we just can't allow to happen. We can't have that event where things get so bad that martial law is imposed and we don't have the ability to basically control ourselves. So that's the thing. That was my 50 cents, if you will, because it's a little bit over, but just really strange. And the other thing is that we recently said, especially with this other one, is it links into things like they just had an outbreak in Germany for Ecoli. So you know what? There's got to be something out there in the water. I'm going to be very careful about my Caesar salads when I order them, because you just never know. And maybe a little less beef in my meal. I've never thought about being a vegetarian of any sort, but maybe I should just consider it. You never know.